And hello and welcome back to King Tim Games. We're going to be playing some pneuma. I think that's how it's pronounced. I actually finished it. I did happen to take a peek at where I was stuck at. So we're going to start this chapter over again here. And we're going to go ahead and give a quick run through here. Finish off the game here for you on this video. Let's go ahead and get started. The one thing that I hate about this game is the loading screens. A little long. But the puzzles are pretty fun. The overall game concept is pretty fun. Now on this first part, since we've already heard the dialogue on the previous video, I'm going to go ahead and just go ahead and talk over it. Hopefully it isn't too bad.
Grand! So many doors! The path still appears to travel onwards behind a large gate, but there are forks in this path. An opportunity to travel, see the universe, go along any path I desire. All this travelling,
This puzzle's the trickiest.
I would like a travelling companion. Someone to watch over me, help decide where to go, watch my back, keep me company. Oh, but that's just silliness. I don't really need anyone. I'm a god. This world has rules, clearly. For one, I cannot walk through walls, which is disturbing. You'd think if I was a god, I could do what I wished. For the most part, I don't appear to be in control. Perhaps my subconscious is keeping the world
What you gotta do is you gotta just kinda...
Subconscious. A powerful part of mind.
There's many
all
of these
along,
out.
unobserved. Subtle. I wonder what resides in this subconscious. Those thoughts that I'm not aware of. Not all of my decisions are wisely made under the full power of cognition. Some decisions are made outside of the conscious self. I seem to observe a lot of my actions with little or no control over them. I must still own these actions.
Close the door. Solution shows here.
How does compartmentalization square with consciousness?
Oh, matters, but I
This
like the
subconscious,
jump.
what's that doing? Keeping secret knowledge. Even as a god, the idea of trudging through my subconscious is somewhat nightmarish. Some things best not known, even for the all-knowing.
Oh, I didn't do it. Why is it not opening? Are you serious? I did it that time. I don't know why, but it did. Maybe you can't jump. This one you gotta stand on the puzzle.
The sad thing about being a god is the crushing loneliness. I don't really feel I have an equal. This wall, for instance. Don't get me wrong, he's a smart-looking wall. I enjoy being around him, but he has little of interesting conversation. Very flat personality. Like the bridge from earlier. Very anthropomorphized.
I like to jump and move. I'm gonna try to stay on here because door opens. This one's a little tricky because
I love giant machines. The bigger the machine, the better. This is my idea of heaven.
this one right here.
There's something about a giant machine that screams
you go
godlike. Me and my machines, animated,
And-
as if alive, but really just acting inside a closed system. They give the impression they are
This
full
one
of life,
up here
but they are just wheels
is
and
the
cogs
problem.
that turn in time.
Doors where you
Ticking,
saw it.
clicking, and clacking contraptions.
I obviously like to work backwards. So there goes that. There's that. That goes there. Goes there, that goes there. There, so that goes in. Oh shoot. Come in here and just go up. And this door one is actually the toughest puzzle. Just because of just because of the first one with those tiles. It's not too bad once you figure it out, but it's very difficult and very much a pain. Press the button. There's your number one. Go ahead and fall down. That's puzzle one. Puzzle 2. Over
A
here,
stairway
you see
to
these little
heaven,
pigs.
made of fool's gold. If
And these
knowledge
little
is in the
handles.
mind, to be alone is to experience all of knowledge. All the substance of knowledge exists
I like
within
the
mind.
hands.
Therefore,
Grab
to
it from
suppose
here.
another, whose mind was unknowable or transient, would suppose a world in which all knowing was an impossibility. So it follows that being alone serves as a proof of my deity. In this way, it is a comfort to me that I am alone. Others would be a difficult problem.
And that might work. Yep, we're good. We get up here and we match these pieces.
Being alone is important. If one does not hear both parts of a conversation, one cannot have a full idea of what is discussed. To be alone is to know the whole
From that?
story. But still, this world seems to attempt to communicate something. The world is filled with part conversation. The writings on the walls, the walls themselves. Let there be yet more light. Being alone can serve as a comfort. If there's no one can hurt you. But perhaps that's a bleak outlook. There must be joy that comes from others. Praise,
That's
they can
puzzle two.
offer praise. As a god, praise is something
You
I
get
can
in the middle of
relate
that
to.
and spin around.
Not enough praise at the moment. Worship wouldn't go amiss. But if there were others, they might attempt to belittle me, bring me down to improve their own relative status, accuse me of pride, narcissism, pretentiousness, or grandiose self-referential commentary. Nonsense. Pretension implies there is a lack of thought. The pretense of thought. I've thought long and hard about how brilliant I am. Done. It doesn't take a genius to see that I am a genius. Comparative statements are somewhat redundant when you're the lone wanderer of the universe. I think I'd like a goddess to share this with. We could walk around and talk about gold, Perhaps waste away the time discussing how brilliant I am.
It.
She could bask in my intellect and compliment me on my immense wealth. Perhaps she'd look like me too. Obviously she couldn't be as handsome. That would be unthinkable. Could I create a goddess more majestic than myself? Could I create a rock that I couldn't lift? Well, apparently I can create doors I cannot open.
Let's see. I can't
what
get
does a goddess do, though? Quite clearly, I'm busy doing all this god stuff. Walking about, thinking about stuff, solving problems, inventing problems to solve. Would she be my helper, or off doing her own thing? I mean, I'm a pretty big deal. If I had a goddess, I'd assume she'd want to be around me most of the time. But I feel like I'm too busy with all these challenges to possibly give her all of my attention. I mean, to be fair, it's likely to destroy her given my godlike intensity. Maybe I'd make her in my image. That would be amazing. Two of me. Oh, we'd have so much in common.
1 and 3. That means how many little sun bulbs gotta go in there?
First, she'd have to be alive.
What?
Being alive is somewhat a prerequisite for
1,
being lively.
3.
Not created life yet.
And this door open.
I see as through a glass dimly.
There's a door.
Not knowing as I should know.
And
More light.
just keep spinning
Slight
this
obsession
around.
with light here.
See, it's getting bigger. It's puzzle 3. Here's puzzle 4. This is the easiest one.
Why can I be surprised? If I'm all-knowing, then I should know all. Perhaps there is a moment when knowledge is created.
Right there's where you need to go.
Sometimes when I ask these questions, I wish there was a response.
That's that one.
Wish there was
So,
someone
with it
out
being
there
that
listening
one?
to me, hearing these words. But how could they tell me even if they were listening? I've never heard their voice. If a voice came down from the sky to talk to me, I'd probably think I was crazy. Yeah, but in case anyone's listening, I have a surplus of gold. If you'd like to pop by my universe, I could give you some. Friendship for gold? Straight up trade?
I do guess supposedly there's a collection piece on there. So,
That's this done. I make a lot of mistakes and missteps.
you can't look at these
Can
stairs.
God make mistakes? A mistake is something unintended. Am I an imperfect God? Or perhaps I'm not a god at all. Oh, no. Let's not be silly. Of course I'm God.
They fall. There we go. Push your button. Here's your 4th puzzle.
Still, no companion.
So that's that. That was a lot easier once you know the patterns. But the first one is definitely the most difficult. I was gonna go back and try to see if that was a collectible piece on that item. But there's several other things that I want to get done gaming-wise here tonight on this channel. Since I went back to work, the more I can stockpile, the better off it is for me on my 3 days that I have to work, because I work all day long. and that's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Other than that, you'll be able to catch me here live on Twitch, and I'll still be posting videos on YouTube daily.
What if it's all a joke? This whole world? A grand joke of which I am the punchline. What if someone stands, looking on, grinning atop their high horse? An elevated perspective makes it easy to look down. What if someone distant and unknowable were forcing me to stumble around my world? Forcing me to overcome a series of mental obstacles, all for what? To demonstrate something? To teach something? What? Maybe I'm not a god. Maybe I'm a jester. Have you heard the one about the character who thought he was the infinite? His story came to an end. Quite the dramatic irony. Do I make my movements? My steps? I've never thought about a step I've made. They just seem to occur. I'm thrown about this world. Do I control or rather merely witness my movement? If it is the case that I'm merely witnessing my motion, then is this my body? Or am I an observer? Light has curious properties. It drives out darkness, or perhaps it's the other way around. Perhaps light is the absence of darkness. I should find out. How much light do you need to fill a bucket? 4. Patience is a virtue I possess. A god has infinite patience. A small proof of my deity. If I get frustrated with waiting, what does that mean? I'm not a god? Suppress. Just a momentary lapse of reason. Existential crisis. Everyone has one. Don't worry about it. Suppress.
This one you just wait. That's it. That's all that one was patience. I know I'm flying through it, so he's kind of spilling a lot of the stuff together. There was the solution to that was on top of the ceiling. I showed it.
Perhaps my lack of control is rational. I have two observable natures as far as I can see, my body and my mind. My body moves around doing things. It can be pushed away by equal and opposite forces. It is constrained by the world. My mind creates thoughts that it speaks.
So I've pushed the button, flipped this tower up. Solution to that set of tiles. So over here, solution to these set of tiles is right there. So that being said, I'm gonna walk around. Oh, I bumped those. Let's try it again. You don't really want to bump them. Walk around the edge of the room. I'll do a speed run too. So there's that. That's not what I wanted.
What is my nature though? Unitary, bipartite, or tripartite, or something other? How could I know? I have my words. Words are the product of a mind. Therefore it follows that I think. I think, therefore I am. Cogito ergo sum. I move, so I have a body. Maybe a spirit too. Something intangible. A connection with a world I cannot know.
Do this. Do that. You can jump. Who knows? Should open that up. Right, that looks... yeah, that's it. So then this one... crossed. Is it on this side or... no, it's this one, dang it. Oh shoot. Jump. There we go. Nope, didn't count it. get why that one's like that. But that one's flipped. I don't know, for some reason it is, so whatever. Flip it over, get to the door. I'm not sure what this button does. I don't know. Okay, so we get two puzzles over here, a puzzle in the middle. So
Recurring theme here, back with a difference. What is it with all these observations I keep making? Observations about this and that. Always got something interesting to say, apparently. Communication, that's what I keep trying to do. These aren't just thoughts, they're words. But who am I talking to? This audible collection of my thoughts, what is its purpose? Why do thoughts have words? Do words allow understanding of thoughts? Perhaps without words, thoughts would be unchained things. Not everything is up for grabs. Parts of the world bend to my will, or perhaps are just tethered to me. In a world where I am the only agent of change, do I approach the end of the world, or does the end approach me? I'm definitely the most important thing in this world. These orbs love me, bowing to my sight, my perspective. My perspective is truly crucial to the world. My perspective, it brings me close to the end.
So I'm clicking this blue ball and I can move it by looking at it from one of these clear bulbs. Whatever reason, this ball comes out. You gotta keep an eye on it. That's it. Through the door.
I don't think I'd take it well if I spent my life controlled by another, though I'm not fully in control, clearly. My body is constrained to this world. But I happily resign to this lack of control, it's just the darker side of that. How'd you get over that nagging feeling that someone is watching over you, controlling your steps? Unwelcome. Are these words even my words? I could be anything. Maybe I'm just words on a page, a script on a screen, an actor, a voice, a character, a visage, a fake, approaching the end.
Now these actually start getting time sensitive. You can't do anything until he does the whole dialogue
I feel
part.
the Omega, my destination. This is it! The end of the path! The destination! But how can there be progress without a destination?
Okay, here we go.
A few seconds ago there was nothing. But now, here I am, surrounded by trees, ready to hear them fall. The path serves to direct my steps. Disturbing that my steps are being directed. That's an unwelcome thought. I am aware, but I don't feel in control. I feel a lack of control and a control beyond my own. I don't want to roll away this stone. That nagging thought again. Why am I continuing? Despite my desire to the contrary. This is the progress I desired. The destination I set out for at the beginning. The knowledge I grasped for. The end of the road. There's no way back, and knowledge feels dangerous now. The stone is rolled away, and in here I can see shadows dance on the walls. Projections. All this time I felt a presence watching over me. I felt a control beyond my own. No! No! Ah! No! Get off me! Get off me! I can feel you, distant person, controlling my every step. You've been here since the beginning, watching. Malevolent or benevolent, it makes no difference. You have no right. Get off! The door is closed. I can't go back. Well, did you pay your price for your slave? You deserve to control me. Is it your right? Is it? Go on, tell me, what was my price? You stand there in the distance. I can see it now. I cannot see your face, but I feel you like a rushing wind. You guide my steps. You order my steps. No. No. Look away. Why should we go through here? There's no reason. Why must we travel through every door you wish? Elucidate me. What about me, my desires? Let's just wait here, forever. There's no way back. Why do you drive me forwards like an animal? Your insatiable appetite for closure? I've never been alone. You move my world, manipulate me. But all this time you have placed my every footstep. How can I trust you? You've been watching over me secretly and silently since the beginning of time. That's pretty villainous. I want to go back. There's no other way but forward now, apart from infinite stillness. Show yourself, please. Your silence is deafening. You say nothing. You sit silently above, playing God. You are the danger. You move my world. A leap of faith. I am alive. I am alive. I am alive. I'm real. I'm alive and I'm real. I am a real boy. Thank you. I sure deserve to be a real boy. Someday I'm going to be a real boy. A real boy with thoughts. A real boy. Don't touch that. You don't even know what it's for. With thoughts, with heart, with soul, with... It's a game. I'm not real. You've been watching me for all this time. Since the beginning of the universe. But you didn't say anything. You sat silently. Apparently, you think it's okay to just watch a person for hours. Why am I here, then? I am part of your game? Your entertainment? You play with my life. You move me around as you see fit. Tell me where to look, how to think. Manipulate my world. Push me down a path of your choosing, all for your appetite for closure. Am I your slave? What was my price? Or perhaps you're my spirit, perhaps not. Perhaps my conscience, perhaps my consciousness. Maybe I'm a puppet and you're my master. Perhaps at this point, neither of us are in control. Few things are sure. I am not real. From nothing I came, and to nothing I will return. I am just a figment of an imagination. I am a character created to tell a story. The story of a person who observes their life, but is not in control. There's a puzzle for you. In the beginning, me.
Boom, loading screen. Right back to the beginning. That's the game. If you guys want to see more of this game, possibly a run through, or if you would like to see, let me see if I can find all the individual hidden items to get another achievement, go ahead and hit that like button. Pow! Follow me here on Twitch. Subscribe to me on YouTube. And leave comments down below if you want to see anything else. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys soon. Thank you.